Hi guys, thanks for tuning in. I had some technical difficulties, so I had to remake the video. So this video is going to cover numbers 16 through 26 on your study guide. So this is the new stuff that we worked on with polygons and also determining whether or not the triangles are similar. So I'll make another video for the shadow reckoning so that you don't have to wait any longer. So we're starting now on 16 through 26, I think it is. Let me just double check really quickly. Yeah, 26. So let me erase this. There we go. All right, 16 through 26 is on this one right here, so let's get started. All right, so here we are with number 16, the directions. It says to find the sum of the interior angle measures of the polygon. So sum is when we're talking about all of the angle measures put together. So the first thing that we want to think about is, what do we know about the sum of a triangle? Well, the triangle is going to be, sorry, that deleted itself. The triangle is going to be added up to x, y, and z. We know will add up to make 180 degrees. So let's go ahead and erase this, and we'll come back and talk about polygons. So polygon, the word poly means many. So we're talking about many-sided closed figures. So triangles and above is what you're thinking of, 3 sides and on. So number 16 is a pentagon. So you want to first start with that magic formula. And remember, that formula actually isn't magic. It's when you add an additional side, you can also cut an additional triangle into the polygon. So that's why this formula has the 180 being multiplied by n minus 2, because it's the number of sides minus 2, and that's the new number of triangles. So that's why you're multiplying by 180. So the formula is going to be S equals n minus 2 times 180. You're going to want to use that formula for interior angle measures, finding the sum of them, and you're also going to want to use the same formula for finding one interior angle measure. Not all of them added up, but one. So let's start for the added up ones. So we're going to just plug in for n. For penta, the first one, penta, like the Pentagon in Washington, is 5. So we have 5 minus 2 times 180. And that gives you 3 times 180. And you'll get S is equal to 540 degrees. So you want to add that degree sign here and box your answer. Okay? So for 17, if you look at 17, it's a decagon. That word deca or prefix deca means 10, like a decade is 10 years. So you're going to start again with the formula, S equals n minus 2 times 180. Go ahead and plug in the 10 and then continue to work out the equation. So you'll be able to see that you get S equals 1,440. Whoops, too far. Hold on one second. All right, so S equals 1,440. So I'm trying to, there we go, catch it right here on the end. So you want to make sure to put a box around that. Don't forget your degree sign, and then let's go ahead and move on. So now we're going to be looking at number 18. Now, if you look at number 18, it says it's a 16 gun. So you're going to start with that same formula again, and you're going to plug in the number 16 for n. And then you're just going to solve the equation from there, or finish solving the expression rather. So 16 minus 2, and then you get 2,000. Whoa, it keeps going too far, sorry. So then you're going to get the 2,000, hold on, 520. Make sure you put a box around that final answer. And remember to pause the video and rewind if you're not exactly sure on how to do this. 16 came from the 16 gon. 16 minus 2 is 14. And then we just multiply from there. 14 times 180 is 2,520. So now the directions change a little bit. So let's go ahead and look. It says find the measure of one interior angle. So here's what we're going to do. The process is exactly the same as before. We're using exactly the same formula, but then once we get all the measures of the triangle added up, or the polygon added up, now we're going to divide by the number of sides. So again, S equals n minus 2 times 180. Go ahead and plug in the 5 for the pentagon. You should still have the math from that previous problem that we just did on that. And you get 540. So I'm going to pause it right here. All of this you've already done once. So now all you need to do with this is take 540 and divide it by the number of sides, which remember is going to be 5 because it's a pentagon. Now, the one thing, the most common error I would think is using 3 instead of 5. So you just want to make sure not to use 3 because that's what happened when you did 5 minus 2. So just remember you're doing 5 sides, so you're going to divide by 5. So one angle is going to be 108 degrees. Notice that I've listed it here. Number 20 says an octagon. So octagon is going to be 8 sides. So you're going to plug in an 8 minus 2 times 180. So you're going to process this problem exactly as you did the last one. And then at the end, once you get the 1080, take the 1080, divide it by 8 because that is the number of sides. Okay, and then you're going to get the angle measure of 135, and that is one angle. All right. Oops. All right, so now we're going to look at 21. Same process again. Always start with the formula. Notice that I continue to start with the same formula over and over and over. S equals n minus 2 times 180. Don't shortcut. Don't start with the 24 minus 2 already. Part of you retraining your brain so that you understand which formulas to use and when is continuing to write the formula over and over and over. So for this one, you get 3,960 for the sum of all of the interior angles, interior meaning inside, and now you want to divide that 3,960 by the total number of angles, total number of sides rather, and that's 24. And one angle measure is going to be 165 degrees. Notice that you have the number of sides, 24, and the one angle, which is 165. Now we've moved on to a different topic. It says find the measure of one exterior angle. So I tried to emphasize this in class when we looked at it. Doesn't matter what the polygon is, it doesn't matter how many sides are on the polygon, they always equal 360 degrees on the outside. You want to think of a circle. If I had to circle a pentagon, that circle would still be 360 degrees. If I had to circle a triangle, it would still be 360 degrees. If I had to circle a quadrilateral, it would still be 360 degrees on the outside. So that's what we're talking about, those outside angles. So for these, as soon as you see exterior angle, you want to think 360 right away. So let's go ahead and look. So for a decagon, remember that prefix deca means 10. So all the outside angles are always going to equal 360. So we're going to set up our equation like this. 360 equals 10x. Now the 10 is going to be for the number of sides. That's where the deca came from. The x is going to be one angle measure on the outside, one exterior angle measure. And the 360 is going to be the total exterior angles of all polygons. And now you can see we get that equation 360 equals 10x. Then to solve that, we're going to divide both sides by 10. Remember, the reason we're dividing is because 10x means 10 times x, and we want to undo that. So we have to divide both sides by 10. And then we're going to get x is equal to 36 degrees. Go ahead and put a box around that and move on. Number 24, you're going to start again with the 360. Remember, this is a 30gon, so you're going to put in that 30x, divide both sides by 30, and you get x is equal to 12. Number 25 should be 360 degrees equals 6x, because remember, 6 is a hexagon. Divide each side by 6, because 6 times x, the inverse or opposite of multiplying by 6, is going to be dividing by 6. And you get x equals 60. All right, and our final example on this concept is to determine similarity with triangles. Now, this is just a reminder, when two triangles are similar, they will share at least 2 common angles. So you're going to see this a number of different ways, but you don't want to assume just because you don't see 2 that match in the picture that that means that they aren't similar. You always need to find out what that third angle is in order to determine if perhaps it's the printed angle in one of them and the missing angle in the other. So you need 2 angles to prove similarity. So right now I've circled the 35 because that's similar. But we know 90 and 60 are not the same, but we can't automatically say that those are not the same because y could be 60. If you look at y right here, that one could be 60. So I'm going to go ahead and erase that, and let's look. So y is, we've got, in this triangle, we've got 90 plus 35 plus y equals 180. And all I've done there is I'm taking my triangle understanding again. I know that that's got to equal 180, so I've got 90 and 35. So we're going to find out what y is. So 90 plus 35 is 125. You're going to subtract the 125 from both sides, and you're going to get 55. So now we know for sure, because this angle is 55 on this triangle here on the right-hand side, and the angle on the left-hand side, the triangle on the left-hand side, that angle is 60. So now we can say for sure, without a doubt, that these two triangles are not similar. So that should take you through number 26 on your study guide, and I hope you tune in for the next one.